Hello everyone, my name is Ali and I got AIR 685 in Jan 2024. This has only been possible due to the guidance and teachings of an amazing teacher, which I like to call my guru and basically my big brother now, Bhaiya basically. Uh, because of him, I can say with proud my electronics is decently strong. I won't say perfect because you can never achieve that level of perfection. But I can whenever I see electronic problem, I'm I can solve this. I want to solve this basically in an exam or in just regular studying. It is only because of sir's teaching I'm able to understand electronics at a deeper level, and not just electronics. I can understand mathematics, mathematical understanding of physics, physics problems at much better because of Gulshan sir. Where do I start? I guess I have to start from the beginning of first class with Gulshan sir. I was a student of Optimist and we switched to Career Endeavor. Optimist was run by Shmim sir. Shmim sir also an amazing teacher, by the way. I used to also check him out. But when we switched back to Career Endeavor, switched to Career Endeavor, I had no idea who Gulshan sir was. Before this, I was completely blind. Who is going to teach electronics? I thought it would be the same teacher as an Optimist. So when Sir took the stage, I thought the student was he just came up on stage randomly. So it was really funny because Sir does not look like a teacher. Let me tell you, Sir literally looks he's a student basically. He just stood up there and I don't know how Sir. I don't remember exactly how Sir began the class, but it was I think I remember it was really funny. Uh, so when Sir started teaching, I was like what is going on? Because I would say below average understanding of electronics at this point. First class was digital electronics, and I thought I understood a little bit of it. And so just the first sentence was, if you think you know digital understanding, if you think you know digital electronics, you're wrong. And oh boy, I was so wrong. Because Sir taught us it. I mean, honestly, I cannot describe it. You have to experience it yourself. As a student, I really want you to experience it yourself. The Sir's way of teaching, how he teaches the concepts and moves with them. But thing is, throughout my life, when I started to understand what science was and got interested in physics, I wanted a teacher that had what I like to call a hook in that subject. And my teachers were all lovely. I loved them all. I truly respect and love them all. They were really amazing teachers. All of them. I loved them all and thanked them. And then I thank them so much for everything they put themselves through and me. But Gulshan sir had that hook basically because I wanted to have an interactive, fun type of class. I know it kind of sounds wrong, but basically comedy stage, and that was basically Gulshan sir's first initial sentences. He's told us that if he wasn't a teacher, he would be a stand-up comedian. And oh boy, sir is completely right about that. Do you have any idea how hard it is to come up with physics jokes? And the level of sir's physics jokes is actually larger than band gap of silicon, which is a bad physics joke, but hey, I tried. Okay, so I want to I want everyone to experience the class that Gulshan sir has. It is not just a class; it is a way of life. With that, I want to add how Gulshan sir actually teaches us not just about electronics. It is about mathematics and not just teaching about a subject. He teaches about the quality of life, the how to live a life. Because as a aspirant, as a competitive student, these things happen. You have those phases where you're not feeling well. Maybe you don't want to study. Maybe you just spend the entire day on YouTube. Those things happen. I know I've been through that. So Sir took his time just talking with every one of us, not just me. Everyone in class, Sir took separate time if they were scared of sharing problems with in front of other students. Sir took separate times. He was always available on call. Whenever we needed him, Sir always was there to provide us guidance. I mean, he still is for me. I know how much Sir has guided me. I cannot describe in words how much Sir has put in the efforts for us. So basically, I want you to experience this for yourself because Sir is now teaching electronic engineering and electronics in iGate now. I do feel a bit sad. I don't want to go away from it, but I guess that's a way of life. I will 100% to join online batch because I really do not want to miss Gulshan sir classes. And that is why I can say with proud, you must, like, if you are a student, you have to like be in Gulshan sir classes. Not just if you're like an aspirant for gate electronics, like just to be a part of his class, like Gulshan sir's classes is, I would say, comparable to like the highest honorary award for me at least. And I would say for a lot of students too, because again, there were times where I literally like was so scared to just even study. Sir said like these things happen. Sir described like it happened to him, it will happen to everyone. So just put aside the negative thoughts whenever you can, and or if you don't want to, just go and have a walk. Just go outside, have a fun, like spend a day with your friends. If you don't want to study, like don't stay depressed that way. If you want to like actually experience studying every day, not just as a task. Like study every day so you can improve yourself, as Gulshan sir does. Yeah, Gulshan sir actually still studies. She sends me a lot of notes, and sir's notes are just amazing. I tried so hard like to get that level of like notes basically, but I can't, man. Sir's handwriting in his notes, his drawing, they're pitch perfect. Like if you ever get a chance, I guess if you're studying from Sir, you will get the chance. You have to look at his notes. His probability notes, Sir just like sent me. He was studying MOSFET to the end. Oh boy, I can't wait to study MOSFET now. Like it's just so like it was just so like detailed. It was like I can't describe it. Like again, so I will basically give you an example now. So I like everyone studies differential equation and physics, like it's basically a part of life to study differential equations. So when I was studying differential equation, I know what like solution, how to find its solution, like second order basically solutions. Even first, I guess now. There were two parts, complementary function and particular integral. I thought, okay, all right, mathematical stuff, right? No. The physical significance, like the way the sir taught the physical significance of complementary function and particular integral, basically the world was turned upside down. Like I had an idea, but I didn't know it went that deep. Like I will keep this a secret though, because I want you to experience these like basically highs of understanding, a deeper level of understanding yourself. Because I have experienced that, like just the mesmerizing look when you're looking at the board and like a bomb drops. That's what happens, and it's not just that; it's continuously like going like up and like, not obviously down, like comparatively like up and down. And so, I want to add this too. Like, sir takes his time preparing the class. If he feels that class is feeling slow and sluggish or laggy, here's this turned up and the jokes come out of nowhere. Like, and oh, but sir's sarcasm is. I can't describe how amazing like is because it is difficult. Like, truly, it is truly difficult to teach in a way sir does, because again, it's not a derogatory comment. I don't know how to pronounce the word. It's basically a comedy show where you're learning every second of the time. And sir takes his time making sure the students are awake in this class, not just awake, like they're fully focused. Sir basically gives us separate time to write, to understand the topics for our understanding. And I think that is like such a really like big thing for me. Sir also does this thing, like whenever he gives us to a problem to solve, he just says like write the answer on your notebooks and don't yell, because a lot of times what happens is when you hear a lot of other students answering questions early, you basically feel like demotivated to solve problems. So sir making sure that everyone is on the same playing field is just like it's basically I want to say emotional basically for me, but it means a lot. Like it means like the sir is truly focused on every student that is in his class. I like one more thing I can say, like going on and about Gulshan sir and how amazing he is, because I truly consider Gulshan sir to be my, I would say, ideal teacher. Basically, my mentor. I love all my other teachers. I truly do. I respect them all. for me, Gulshan sir personally, because I got to basically interact with him more, and I want to got to learn more from him. Like, I know how much effort sir puts in making his notes and making sure his students are fine, not depressed all the time. It happens, but he makes sure to call us and basically take us out of the depression. Like, I have called several times, sir, several times, and he is always answered. Even when he's busy, like, he replies that he will call me back. Like, that's how much effort he basically puts in, because he cares for his student. And that is really important. I was, yeah. Another example I want to add is emphasis on books. Sir has always told us from the start, like, whatever sentence he speaks, he has proof for it. Like, not just proof, he has proof of it on, like, book. Because sir keeps studying book, and he's always pushed us to study books so we can find out and try to criticize sir's work, which I can't, but I tried basically. There was a time there, sir were teaching semiconductor, and sir gave this statement. It was like, it is a huge statement. Sir gave everyone in the world in India is teaching semiconductor wrong. And sir gave us an example of where a hole is in a P-type semiconductor. I mean, you can check it out. Like, just search on Google, you will find a pic. Again, this is something I want you to experience in the class, because when the revelation happens, where hole actually is inside a semiconductor, like P-type semiconductor, oh boy, you're probably not ready for it, I would say. So I basically wrote a poem for sir to. So here it is. In the ink of knowledge, Gulshan sir's pen writes, unrevealing truth, lighting inner lights. So that's where I want to end the video. I can literally just give you a whole essay on how, like, amazing Gulshan sir's way of teaching is, but at the end of the day, I want you to experience it yourself. So if you have any doubts on taking admission in Gulshan sir classes, electronics engineering, I get, obviously, wherever you are, I don't know where you are, trust me, you will not be disappointed. Like, not just disappointed, you will probably take a lot more than you wished for, because this is not just a way of teaching, it is a way of life that sir teaches us, actually. So for me, it has been like a really, really big influence on my life too, because it has been really hard for me, So that's basically, I want to end this, basically a love letter to Gulshan sir's teaching. I don't know, it will never be enough to, like, thank him for the time and effort he has put for us, but I truly appreciate it, and I'm glad Gulshan sir is in my life, basically, and I want him to be there. That's why I will also be taking classes in online mode. I'm not going for electronics or electronic engineering, but I will be there just for his classes. So I want you to experience this too. You will truly fall in love with studying, I guess, or teaching too, if that's what you want to do. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.